Hey everyone, it is MauerMorneau09, and today you are checking out episode 2 of my Twins Classic franchise here on MLB09 The Show. Last episode, you got to look at the rosters and my projected lineup and starting rotation. But right off the bat here, let's take a look at what the Twins did in spring training. As you can see on the right side of the screen, they went 22-13, not shabby for spring training. But why don't we move on to the regular season now? As we're going to head on to the next screen, and you're going to see that Scott Baker is going to be squaring up against Felix Hernandez here on opening day at the Dome.
Closing in on the start of this one tonight in Minneapolis, the Mariners take on the Twins. Next. Entering its final season as a Major League ballpark, there's a look inside the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, the site for this edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, a sellout crowd on hand to ring in the beginning of another season, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Mariners taking on the Minnesota Twins. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Dave Campbell and the Wonder Dog Rex Hudler, I'm Matt Vasgersian as we get set to bring you the call on what should be a good one here. And Soup, we turn to you first. What are you going to be keeping an eye on most in this one?
Well, it may turn out to mean nothing at all, but I'm interested to see what kind of difference this crowd can make on the game. The three of us have been doing ball games for a number of years now, and we've seen some instances where the crowd has definitely affected the outcome of the game. I'm not saying that'll happen here, but it's something to at least keep an ear out for.
And I agree with Dave there. The Metrodome is definitely a loud place to play in. I remember being there for football and hell, even baseball games. It was very loud there when I got into crunch time. But anyway, let's take a look at Baker, who's on the mound for us. 6'4", and he basically is the de facto ace for us. And we got Andy Chavez stepping in as the first batter of the game. So why don't we play some baseball as we're getting underway here at the Dome for first pitch. And you can see Twins have their throwback unis on from the 80s, and we take a look at first pitch, and it's in there for a strike at 93 miles per hour. So Baker starting the game out right here for the Twins. So later in the at-bat, Baker with a full count, and he throws a fastball. Strike 3 called. Sit down, Chavez. Baker, who has a decent fastball, can rear back and throw it when he needs to. And you see the replay here. Chavez just caught looking for the first out of the game. So the Twins certainly start this one off right here. And Chavez can't believe it, but you got to sit down. So Jose Lopez is the second batter of the game, and he's going to stand in for the Mariners. Baker's going to go with the fastball again into the windup. And Lopez's first pitch swinging rips that one in the left field for a base hit. That was an absolute line drive. So Baker has to deal with Lopez at first. I believe he has a little bit of speed, as he's a second baseman. And normally, second basemen are pretty fast. You see that replay, it was basically right down the middle. And now he's going to deal with Ichiro, and Ichiro is going to walk. So Baker's gotten himself into a little jam here with one out in the first inning. So now Russell Branyan is going to be up to bat. And can Baker work out of this? Branyan hits one to Morneau, flips it to second, on to first to Baker, and a double play. So Baker gets himself out of that jam, and now the Twins will have a turn to bat here in the bottom of the first. As you get a look, Span, Casilla, and Mauer, and there is Span stepping in to bat. And let's see how the Twins can start off their season at the Dome. So King Felix into the windup, the pitch, and Span's going to ground that one to Branyan at first. Easy play for him, and there's one out. So now Casilla's up to bat, and he's going to rip one to the shortstop, Betancourt, and he's going to throw on the first for an out. So regardless of Span and Casilla's speed, plays are easily made there, and you get another look. Betancourt is all day, and he makes a perfect throw to first. Maybe a little low, you still get the out. So now Joe Mauer up to bat, and he's going to rip one to deep left center field. Will this get down? Griffey Jr. ranging over, but he's going to catch it. So the Twins cannot get anybody on base there in the bottom of the first. And Baker is dealing here as he strikes out Griffey to get the first out. So Baker is dealing. You get the replay there right on the inside corner, and Griffey can't make contact. So now 2 outs, and Adrian Beltre is up. And Creedy ranging to his left, and he throws that one over the first baseman, Morneau. So Beltre is going to end up on second there. Not a good play by Creedy. Should have been an easy out, a routine play, but throwing across his body as you get another look at the replay here. Throwing across his body, just can't make the proper throw, and Morneau not tall enough to get that one. Doesn't have the hops either. So this inning is going to continue. Can Baker pick up Creedy and get out of this jam? Let's see. And Creedy not happy with himself, but it was not the glove's fault. But you got, I believe, Gutierrez popping it up to second. Casilla squeezes that one for the out. So Baker works out of it. And now you got Justin Morneau up to bat. And that one is crushed to deep left field. And with that camera view, you know that one is gone. Morneau used to be one of the premier first basemen in the league, and he did not miss that homer right there. An absolute bomb. So now the Twins up 1-0 here, and they get started off the right foot here as you get a replay. Morneau goes oppo and hitting that one 373 feet. It's going to just stay inside the foul pole for a home run. So Morneau goes oppo and he's able to muscle that one up. And now Kadyr's up to bat, and he's going to rip one into the gap for a base hit. Griffey able to cut that one off, so Kadyr's going to have to stay at first. So now the Twins getting some offense going against King Felix. This is exactly what you want to see on opening day. You want to definitely start off on the right foot here, and you see Kadyr going to rip that one in the gap. But a nice job by Griffey. He's able to cut it off, and Kadyr not the fastest. He has to settle with a single. So anyway, on to the next inning, and you see Ichiro is caught looking. So Baker is dealing. He's only given up 1 hit in 3 innings, and he's got to be pleased with his performance so far here on opening day. So now Span is up here for the second time in the bottom of the third. He's going to get a fastball, and he's going to rip that one into the gap. And with his speed, he's going to try for second. Griffey gets it in, but Span is going to slide in there safe. So even with Griffey's good arm, Span's still able to slide in there. He has a decent amount of speed. And you see the replay rips that one over the second baseman Lopez's head. And Span just puts his head down and keeps charging. So now Casilla up to bat. And he's going to beat that one out. So Branyan, who was going into foul territory to field that ground ball, Span had made it over to third on a pass ball before that. So Casilla able to drive in Span, and now the Twins are up 2-0. And you're going to have Joe Mauer up here, and he's going to rip one up the middle for a base hit. So Mauer is able to get his first hit of the season here, and we expect plenty more to come, as 2009 was his MVP season. So you're going to get another replay. Rips that one up the middle, almost takes Felix with him. But Casilla is going to stay at second. So the Twins got somewhat of a rally going here. Mauer happy with his base hit so far. And you see Morneau hit a homer last time, but he's going to rip that one to the third baseman on the second for the out and back to first for a double play. So Morneau was able to hit a home run his first time, but he didn't help anybody out there as a double play kills the rally there. So Baker's still dealing here, and he's going to get a fly ball. Span's going to squeeze that one. So, as you can see, the Mariners 3 hits through 4 innings. Baker still has not given up a run, and he looks pretty sharp so far here on opening day. So, heading on to the next inning, Kubel up to bat. He gets one to his liking. He's going to rip that one in the corner for a base hit. Ichiro fields it. Kubel's not stopping at first. Kubel is going to make it in the second with a double. So Ichiro with a very good arm out there is not able to gun down Kubel. A better throw may have done it, but Ichiro not able to get it in on time. You see the replay is going to hit off the baggie. Ichiro trying his best to get Kubel at second, but he doesn't. And now Creedy up to bat, and he's going to walk. So now the Twins constituting their own little rally here, and King Felix not happy with the call, maybe expecting a strike. Wonders what he can do to get a call here, as he's not had the best of luck here on opening day. The Twins are starting to get some offense going against him. Carlos Gomez is up to bat. He gets a high one, but he's going to ground into a double play, and he cannot beat it out, even being the fastest guy on the team. So King Felix is able to work out of a jam again. So now Baker dealing, and Casilla is going to miss that one. He dove, he gave it all that he had, but he couldn't quite come up with that one. So the Mariners, I believe, have Chavez on to start off the inning. You get the replay, Casilla not able to field that one. So now Lopez is up to bat, and he's going to ground this one to the third baseman, Creedy. He has a chance to redeem himself after his last play. Morneau's able to deal with the low throw. So Creedy able to get the Twins out of the inning there, and the Twins are still up 2-0 after 4.5. So we're gonna head to the top of the 6th now. Twins not able to do anything in their at bat, and Ichiro is going to strike out there. So Ichiro not able to help the Mariners any, and you get a look at Baker's pitch count there. 81 pitches through 5+. It's kind of high for opening day, but as long as he's dealing, we're going to let him go. So now Griffey up to bat, and he's going to rip one in the right, and Kadire is able to snag that one on the running catch. So a nice play by Kadire, and through 5.5, it's still 2-0 Twins. So Kubal's up to bat. He doubled his last time. Now he's going to strike out on what looks to be a great slider by Felix. So he's starting to deal now after a rough few first innings. Still 2-0 though, so the Mariners are going to have to start something soon if they're going to want to get back in this game. And you see Beltre is going to rip one up the middle. So the Mariners have finally gotten another base runner as they're looking to possibly get back into this game. And you're going to get another replay. I believe it was a curveball that Beltre hit right back up the middle. Casilla can't stop that one, and nor could Baker. So the Mariners looking to do something with one out here. And Gutierrez is going to drive that one into the corner. So the Mariners are going to have runners on second and third here. They could possibly tie this one up here. Baker has gotten into his first jam that he's had since about the first inning. And Baker is going to intentionally walk Betancourt, which is smart because that sets up the force at any base now. So the Twins are going to have a short little meeting at the mound here. There we go. But as you can see in the background, I have relievers warming up, and I think we're going to bring in Craig Breslow as we have lefties coming up. And you see Gardenhire coming out. He's calling for the lefty Breslow. A great performance by Baker here on opening day. Hasn't given up any runs yet, although he can be on the hook for the loss or the win or even a no decision. So we're going to see what Breslow can do here. You see Breslow coming in, and I'm hoping for him to be a nice lefty setup guy for us, lefty specialist, whatever. And you see Breslow, one of his first few pitches is a pass ball. Mauer can't handle that one and comes in to score. So Breslow not happy with Mauer not handling that one. And you're going to get him to rip one to third to home, and he's out. The collision at the plate took out Gutierrez, and he is injured. Boy, what a shot there. Mauer able to hold on to the ball, surprisingly enough, but Gutierrez is not going to be able to continue. So now Jose Lopez up, and he's going to ground that one to the shortstop Punto on the second to Casilla for the out. So the Twins able to get themselves out of that rally. Now Joe Creedy up to bat, and he's going to single past the third baseman and shortstop. Somehow the shortstop overran that one on the slide. I don't know how, but I think we're going to bring in a pinch runner. As you see it, Mariners had enough of Felix Hernandez for today, and they're going to bring in the lefty Garrett Olson. And I'm thinking we should get a pinch runner for Creedy and also get a pinch hitter for Carlos Gomez. And we're going to bring in Delman Young here to hit. I think Delman Young is a better matchup against lefties. He has way better contact numbers against lefties. And we're going to get Brendan Harris in to pinch run for Creedy. Not the fastest guy, but it's a definite step up from Creedy. So the hit and run there on the full count, and Harris is going to head in the third, and he's going to slide in safe. So Young able to get a hit in his first AB, able to properly pull out the hit and run there. So now the Twins are going to be able to get an insurance run, and can they score here? You're going to have Nick Punto. He's going to ground that one to the shortstop Betancourt. That was a slick play, the flip behind his back to the second baseman Lopez on the first for the double play. Let's get another look at that replay. He's going to field it here, and he's go behind the back to Lopez on the first for the double play, but the Twins are still able to get the run. That's going to help prove helpful here, excuse me, as Brandon's going to rip one into the left center gap for a base hit. Excuse me, a double. So now the Mariners looking to possibly get a runner in, make this game a little closer. And I'm going to bring in Jesse Crane here. I don't necessarily want Breslow in there to face righties. Not a good matchup. You're going to see that Crane's able to get out of that inning. So, Crane, happy about his performance here. And now Joe Nathan coming on to pitch for the Twins in the top of the ninth here. So the Mariners, who had scored a run before, are up, or excuse me, they're losing still 3-1. And Nathan has gotten 2 quick outs, man on first, and you see Jose Lopez is up to bat. And Nathan wants to get Lopez out here, and you see he's going to get the 2-seam around the inside corner, 1-2, and he's going to go with the slider. Can they get him? He swings and misses. So the Twins win this one here on opening day. It's nice to start out on the right foot, and the Twins did that. Nathan striking out Lopez for the final out of the game, and Nathan pumped as he should be. That's Nathan's first save of the season and his 201st career save. So the Twins were able to get some offensive support from Morneau and others. You see Punto and Casillas celebrating the opening day win and the high five line going around. So a good win for the Twins here on opening day. Mariners not happy, but they were not able to constitute very many rallies and couldn't get the runs in when needed. And you see the player of the game is Scott Baker. A good line there, 6 1/3, 6 hits, only gave up 1 run. He walked 3, he did strike out 4, but he got the win. And that is all that matters here on opening day, is getting the win and getting the season off on the right foot, and that's always a plus in my book. And we're ending the near of this episode. So as you get a look at the Metrodome here, guys, good win for the Twins. You see Baker 1-0, Felix Hernandez 0-1 to save the Joe Nathan. So join me for the next episode as we possibly take on the Mariners here at the Dome. See you guys.